Good morning, boys. Today I'm going to do types of conjunctions. So we're going to begin with coordinating conjunctions. Now, what are coordinating conjunctions? They are words which join two words or a group of words, which would mean a phrase, or two independent clauses. Now, the best way to remember coordinating conjunction is by this word fanboys. Fan is for, A is and, N for nor, B for but, O for or, Y for yet, S for so. So, in coordinating conjunctions, we find that coordinating conjunctions joins either two words or a group of words or two independent clauses. Now we have some examples here. Archie and Jughead are best friends. So Archie is one word, Jughead is another word, and the conjunction here is and. So it is joining two words here. You have here, I will buy green mangoes and red apples. So you see the conjunction and. It is joining green mangoes, red apples. So it is joining a group of words. The third example, I wanted to sit in the front row, so I purchased my tickets early. Here the conjunction is so. So this is so is a coordinative conjunction. So this is a coordinating conjunction. So it is joining two independent clauses. I wanted to sit in the front row. That is one clause. I purchased my tickets early. So these are two independent clauses because it can stand on its own and it has complete meaning. If I say I wanted to sit in the front row, it is a complete sentence. And I purchased my tickets early is also a complete sentence joined by so. I have put a comma here. If you have before the coordinating conjunction, if you have more than 5 words or 5 words, you can use a comma. Here, I will buy apples and I will buy oranges. So, here again there are two sentences, both independent clauses. I will buy apples is one independent clause. It makes complete sense. I will buy oranges also is an independent clause. It makes complete sense. And the conjunction here, A, fanboys, and. So, and is the coordinating conjunction. So here we have coordinating conjunction joining two independent clauses. But I have not used a comma here. Can you see? You may use a comma, you may not use a comma if it is less than 5 words. So we normally skip a comma. We normally put a comma if there are 5 words before the coordinating conjunction. We can skip it here. We are going to do conjunctive adverbs. Now what are conjunctive adverbs? They are a type of adverbs that join two independent clauses. Now some of the conjunctive adverbs are however, moreover, nevertheless, furthermore, consequently. Here we have used these conjunctive adverbs. I went to the mall after work. However, I did not find what I was looking for. So, I went to the mall after work is an independent clause. I did not find what I was looking for is another independent clause. Both of them can stand on its own. They are not dependent on any other clause. So both are independent clause. I have used here however, which is a conjunctive adverb. So I have put a semicolon before the conjunctive adverb, and after the conjunctive adverb I have put a comma. This is a rule. So if you use a conjunctive adverb, just before the conjunctive adverb you have to use a semicolon, and after the conjunctive adverb you have to use a comma. Example 2, Jeremy kept talking in class Therefore, she got into trouble. Now, I am using the conjunctive adverb therefore. So, Jeremy kept talking in class. Just before the conjunctive adverb, I use a semicolon. And after the conjunctive adverb, I use a comma. Full stop. Third example, you are my friend. Nonetheless, I feel like you are taking advantage of me. You are my friend is an independent clause. It can stand on its own. And I have used the conjunctive adverb nonetheless. I feel like you are taking advantage of me. So I feel like you are taking advantage of me is another independent clause. Before the conjunctive adverb, we use a semicolon. After the conjunctive adverb, we use a comma. All sentences should end with a full stop. Fourth example, my car payments are high. On the other hand, I really enjoy driving such a nice vehicle. So my car payments are high. On the other hand is conjunctive adverb. And I really enjoy driving such a nice vehicle. So just before the conjunctive adverb, I use semicolon. After it, I put a comma. It ends with a full stop. So what you have to remember, a semicolon before the conjunctive adverb and a comma after it. After it. We will be doing subordinating conjunctions. Now, this is how you remember, or some of the words which you can remember that they are subordinating conjunction is A, W, U, B, I, STA. Very easy to remember. A after, another A as, W is when, W is why, U until, U unless, B because, B before, I if, S since, T though, A although. So this is another way of remembering subordinate clauses. Now the subordinate clauses connects dependent clause to the main or independent clause. Now what is dependent clause? Like when I say, when the doorbell rang, my dog barked loudly. If I say when the doorbell rang, it's not a complete sentence. I'll tell you when the doorbell rang. When the doorbell rang, you will be expecting me to say something more. I'll just say when the doorbell rang, and you say probably ma'am wants to ask me something more, or she wants to tell me something more. So it is not a complete sentence. Here, my dog barked loudly. This is a complete sentence. My dog barked loudly. You know the meaning. When I say my dog barked loudly, means I have a dog and that dog barked loudly. So it is an independent or the main clause of the sentence. Here, I have joined the subordinating conjunction when. So I have used it in the beginning of a sentence. So when the doorbell rang, comma, my dog barked loudly, full stop. When I begin the sentence with a subordinating conjunction, I use a comma after the dependent clause. So I have used a comma after the dependent clause. I don't want to go to the movies because I hate the smell of popcorn. Now here I have used a subordinating conjunction because. But this subordinating conjunction is not in the beginning of a sentence. So I do not use a comma here. So at the end of a sentence, I use a full stop. Here I have started with because. So I have started with a subordinating conjunction. Because I hate popcorn, I do not want to go to the movies. So because I hate popcorn. Again, because I hate popcorn is an dependent clause because it cannot stand on its own and it does not have a complete meaning. Because I hate popcorn, you're expecting me to say something more. So this is a dependent clause, and if I say I do not want to go to the movies, it's a complete sentence. It is an independent clause. It is, so you have used a subordinating conjunction here, and the subordinating conjunction is in the beginning of a sentence, and therefore after the dependent clause I use a comma. Until spring arrives, we have to be prepared for more snow. Again, I have started with until, which is a subordinating conjunction. Here, until spring arrives. After the dependent clause, I use a comma. We have to be prepared for more snow. Full stop. We have to be prepared for snow until spring arrives. I have again used until, which is a subordinating conjunction, but it is in the middle of a sentence. I do not begin with it, and therefore I do not use comma after the, I do not use a comma here. I use a full stop at the end of a sentence. So always remember, if subordinating conjunctions comes in the middle of a sentence, I do not use a comma. But if it begins with a subordinating conjunction, then I use a comma after the dependent clause. So that's the rule. Punctuation is very, very important, boys. When we do grammar, you should know how to punctuate, because your sentences can be wrong. A teacher who reads your sentences or reads your composition, grammatically, if there is a mistake, the teacher will know immediately and your marks may be deducted. So when we talk about grammar, we also talk about punctuation, because punctuation is a very, very important part of grammar. Now we will do correlative conjunctions. These are conjunctions that are used in pairs. Remember, it goes with like not only but also. It cannot be not only but either. So there are some pairs which go together. With not only, we usually use but also. Either or, neither nor, though yet, since therefore, if then, both and, not only but also. These are some of them. Now I have joined it. She is both intelligent and beautiful. She is neither rich nor famous. Both goats and cows are herbivores. So we have completed the different kinds of conjunctions. I will be giving you some exercises on the same. Please complete it.